There are a lot of different jobs and missions in GTA 5 that you can do to make money, but today we will focus on and look at the most fun missions in the game, which are not necessarily the best paying ones, although some pay really well. Let's start with the mission that is both really fun and pays a lot. It is the Diamond Casino and Resort Heist. This is probably the heist everyone thinks of when they think about GTA 5, since it is the heist where you go into a really secure place and steal gold or other stuff from a huge vault underground, which is really sick. The whole experience of this mission is awesome. You first, as with any heist, have to do the setup missions, which take some time, and I found that for this heist setup, missions are quite fun and don't make you do tedious tasks like in other missions that require you to get into a slow vehicle and drive across the map with it. Only unfortunate part of this mission is that you need another player to start the finale. You can do all the setups on your own, but weirdly, the finale requires you to have at least 2 people. And I don't know about you, but most of the time I play the game solo, so if I want to play this heist, I have to find a random that is willing to help. And you probably know how hard it is to convince a random to play, or have a good random that is not going to leave the game. So the heist is really great, but it could be even greater if Rockstar would allow you to do it solo. I know it is quite an old heist, but I'm still interested if you would like to see a video guide on the heist, so leave that in the comments down below. Next up is the Dr. Dre Contract. To start this contract, you will first have to purchase an agency property. This agency building and contract are really cool. First off, you will be partners in crime with the one and only Franklin from the GTA 5 storyline. And in the contract, you will meet the Dr. Dre, which is still so cool to me that Rockstar was able to collab with him. The contract will be split into 3 separate missions, and in each of them, you first do 2 setup missions where you collect the data on where Dr. Dre's phone might be. Then you do a finale mission for that part and collect the memory cards with Dr. Dre's music. At least that's what I understand you are doing in those missions. After those 3 parts are complete, you will get 2 more missions to complete helping Dr. Dre, and at the second mission's end, you will get into a car with Dr. Dre and drive him to the drop-off location, after which you will receive the $1 million. The mission is really fun to do, and it is so cool since I like Dr. Dre's music, so I might be biased in that sense. Anyways, the contract is fun, not that difficult to complete, and you will get quite a lot of money for completing it, so I definitely recommend doing it. After completing Dr. Dre's contract, you will actually unlock a new set of fun missions. Firstly, you will get a new property you can go to, which is the Dr. Dre studio. When you are in it, you can walk around the studio, and sometimes Dr. Dre will be there recording music. But most importantly, you can go into the smoking room and smoke some lettuce together with Lamar and Franklin. This action will make you go into different missions with Franklin and Lamar like the good old days. You will actually be playing Franklin character, and another player is going to play Lamar, which is pretty cool and brings a bit of story mission vibe into the online mode. And unfortunately, yes, you heard me right, you will need to have another player to start these missions, even though you can complete Dr. Dre's contract alone. The missions themselves are quite fun, and during them you will hear conversations between Lamar and Franklin, which are quite interesting. They don't pay that much, but you are not playing those missions for the money, you are playing them for fun. Now, an honorable mention in which I can put the original heists like the Pacific Standard job. The Pacific Standard job is just so fun since it is the classic going to the bank and robbing it mission. The problem is that you need 4 coordinated people to even do this heist, so that's why I have no footage of it, and that's why it's only an honorable mention. Moving on. Now, not that long ago, we got the Chop Shop DLC, in which we got the Salvage Yard business. In it, there are a few ways to make money, and I made a full guide video on all you need to know about the Salvage Yard business, which I will link down below. I'm going to concentrate on the actual Salvage Yard car stealing missions since they are really fun. There are 5 different missions you can get on a random basis, which are not dependent on what car you get. The missions are like mini heists, where you have few setup missions and then the finale. The missions are interesting since you don't pick the missions, the game picks it for you, so you don't get bored doing the same things over and over again. The setups are quite fun and interesting to complete. For every mission, the tasks will be different, so that's why the missions are not repetitive. When you get to the finale, you will usually have to drive to a specific location and steal the car from there. You will get to steal cars from really cool locations like the container ship and Arena War Stadium, which is the reason the missions are really fun. I really suggest getting the salvage yard and doing the missions, since apart from being fun, they also pay quite a lot. Another mission that is quite fun is the CEO Work Headhunter mission. When you have your CEO office, you get access to CEO work missions in your quick menu. The missions are all different but pay about the same at $20,000 to $50,000 range. In the Headhunter mission, you will get a few targets on the map, which some of them are moving and others are stationary. You will have to drive up to them and eliminate the marked targets to move on. These missions, at least for me, feel really fun, since you can use your own vehicles and drive around the map fast while eliminating the targets. You almost feel like some sort of a hitman while doing these missions, which might be the reason it is so fun. To eliminate all the targets, it will take about 10 minutes, and if you really want to be fast as possible, you can use the Mark II oppressor to complete it quicker, but it might be not as fun. This mission is definitely worth to play, even if the payouts are quite low. Maybe you know some more fun missions, so leave them in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and as always, I will see you lovely people in the next one. Have a wonderful day. After completing... Okay, just sip of water. Ah, what the fuck was that, man?